for joining me. I'm going to read a Christmas story. I love stories and I love Christmas stories. So today you get to listen to me read Pippin the Christmas Pig by Jean Little and illustrated by Werner Zimmermann. This book was given to me by my mom. Every Christmas she gives me a Christmas story, and she wrote an insert here. It says, "May you enjoy Christmas stories for a long time. Love always." Pippin stared up at Noddy, the grumpy old donkey. "Noddy, you look all excited," she said. "Of course I'm excited," said Noddy. "It's Christmas tomorrow." "What's Christmas?" Pippin asked. "What's Christmas?" Noddy repeated. "Don't be pig ignorant, Pippin. Everybody knows about Christmas." The tips of Pippin's ears went very pink. "I hope you remember that my family gave the first gift," Noddy went on. "The baby's mother rode on a donkey all the way to Bethlehem. Christmas couldn't even begin until she got there." The curl went out of Pippin's tail. "Nobody told me a thing about Christmas," she said. "My mother said they were almost late because of that slowpoke donkey," Bess said with a gentle moo. "My great-great-great-grandmother gave her manger for the baby's bed. Without her, they would have had to put the baby to sleep on the floor. The best present was that manger." "What baby? What manger?" Pippin begged. Nobody noticed her. "And I still don't know what Christmas is," she said. "The hay in that manger was full of prickles," muttered Curly. "They would have scratched the child's face. One of my family had to give the mother a lamb's fleece to cushion the rough bed. The soft wool was a welcome gift, I can tell you." Pippin's ears were now bright pink. "But where were the pigs?" she demanded in her biggest voice. "Don't fret, Pippin," Bess said. "Christmas has nothing to do with pigs. What present could a pig possibly give a baby anyway? Especially a baby as special as that one. If there were donkeys and cows and sheep, there must have been pigs," Pippin stated. Once again, nobody was listening to her. "My very great-grandparents sang him to sleep," said Kuru the pigeon. "That crowd of angels and shepherds kept him awake until my family crooned a lullaby. That song was of the first importance that night." Pippin stamped her tiny hoof. "But what did the pigs do?" she said. "They must have been there and done something." "No pigs were there," the others scoffed. "The very idea! The child was a king. That holy stable was no place for pigs." Then Bess spoke up. "Pippin, face it. What could pigs have given a holy child? Pigs have nothing worthy." Pippin hung her head. The barn door stood open a crack. Slowly she went toward it. Then she pushed it further open with her snout. She had to get away. Once outside, she waited. They might call her back. Nobody called. They had not even noticed her leaving. "I'm going where pigs matter but Christmas doesn't," Pippin announced in a shaky voice, "and I won't come back. Never, ever." As she set out, a gust of wind struck her full in the face. Snowflakes stung her eyes and frosted the tips of her ears. She almost fled right back inside, but she forced herself to go forward. The cold was bitter. Soon Pippin could no longer see the barn through the whirling snow. She passed a tattered scarecrow who leered and waved one ragged arm at her. Further on, she saw a blue jay with its feathers all blown backward. The hunched bird was too miserable to warn the world of the little pig's passing. Pippin's feet hurt and her tail stiffened into a curly icicle. "I will die out here," she whimpered, stumbling on. "If I don't turn back, I will perish." But she had sworn never to go back. They didn't want her. They had said pigs were good for nothing. At long last, Pippin reached the main road. She peered up at the mailbox and wished she could climb inside, but she passed it and kept going. Down the road, she stopped to catch her breath. Through the snow, she glimpsed a woman coming toward her, carrying a baby in her arms. Pippin moved closer for a better look. The woman staggered. She wore no gloves or hat, and her jacket was thin, and the little girl, so sound asleep that her head nodded on her mother's shoulder, looked too heavy for her to carry much further. Poor things, Pippin murmured, forgetting her own troubles for a moment. Shh, the woman crooned to her baby. We have so far to go, but maybe we can find a nice warm barn to rest in, she shivered. Pippin knew where to find a warm barn. She had sworn never to return there, but this was an emergency. Follow me, she grunted, and nudged the woman along the road until they came to the long farm lane. Maybe the wind had dropped, for Pippin felt a little warmer. Even the scarecrow's smile looked friendlier. At the barn door, the little pig pushed ahead. Listen to me, she called to the animals. Don't interrupt, Pippin, said Naughty. We're making Christmas plans. I don't care, Pippin yelled. Whatever Christmas was, it was long ago. I have a baby here who needs a place to sleep right now. Bess's jaw dropped as she saw the woman clutching her baby. It's Christmas all over again, the woman whispered as she entered the barn. Gently, she laid her baby down in the manger's sweet hay. The baby curled up and started sucking her thumb. Bless you, little pig. It is warm here, the woman murmured, settling onto a nearby heap of hay. Warm and safe. My word, they're both asleep already, Kuru whispered a moment later. Then all the animals stared at Pippin. Who is this woman? Snapped Curly. Pippin, we can't take in some homeless nobody, Naughty added. My very great, Bess began. We'll need milk, said Pippin. We'll need some warm, soft wool. We'll need your old blanket, Naughty. We'll need lots of lullabies. Your very great grandparents aren't here. You must help this baby yourselves. But that's not a special baby, Naughty protested. Of course she is, said Pippin. Pippin, all babies are special. Naughty gazed into the small sleeping face. You are right, he said. I'd forgotten. When the farmer and his wife came out to feed their animals, they saw the young woman covered with Naughty's old blanket asleep in the hay. Then they caught sight of the baby girl lying in the manger. It's Christmas, the man said softly, right here in our barn. It's a miracle. Hush, his wife whispered. Let them sleep. We'll keep watch and see if they need our help later on. When the couple left, Pippin looked around and saw what they had seen. Naughty's warm blanket, Curly's soft wool, Bess's manger and milk. You were right, she said. Her tail drooped. None of these gifts is from me. Pigs really do not have anything to give. Thank you all for being so kind to them. The other animals looked down at the little piglet. Oh, Pippin, what a silly you are, Bess said softly. You gave us our very own Christmas. You gave us a chance to give ourselves instead of boasting about our grandparents. Don't you see that was the best gift of all? It took a runty pig, laughed Naughty, to teach us what Christmas is. I hope each of you understand the gift you are this Christmas, and stay tuned for another Christmas book next week.